have a seat. Let's take out Wild Rover and Whiskey in the Jar from the book. But I'm telling you, as we continue with this, we will also go up and down. We'll go faster. All that good stuff. Yes. Yeah.
Letters from Ireland.
Page 56. 5-6. How many of you were with me when we sang this 5 years ago? It was the very first thing that I ever conducted with you in January 2020. The concert was March 2020. We did, in fact, get it in. This is 5 years? I did my 5 years, so I'm getting out.
Now you are.
Let's have just sopranos and altos right at your entrance, page 5. Thank you, tenors and basses, for being on it. Here we go, soprano, alto. And 1, 2, 3, and it's so they never 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, go. Same spot, please. Measure 5. And 1, 2, 3, big. And it's no, they never, no, they never, no more. 1, never, no, never, no more. Beautiful. In measure 9, tenors and basses, please sustain that never all the way to the downbeats. From the beginning, please, from the tippy top. Tippy top. 1, 2, 3, and it's no, they never, no, they never, no more. Will I play the one over? No, never, no more. I played the one over for many a year, and I spent no big money on whiskey and beer. You.
But now we're returning with golden crystal.
And I never will play the one over accent, and it's no, they never, no, they never, no more. Will I play the one over? No, never, no more. Yeah, that's definitely a page turn you're going to want to circle and check out in your practice time. Speaking of page turns, tenor bass 58s. It does move to a little bit of a harmony part there. Let's keep going, y'all. Great reading. This is measure 59. We're boom chicky chicky now. 1, 2, 59. Sorry, 59 sound 60. 1, 2, 1 and 2. As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains,
I met with Captain Farrell and his money.
yeah, it's a funky page turn. So tenors and basses, tenors especially, mark your system on the top of 61 that we're now in 4 different staves. So sopranos are up top, altos on the second one. Tenors, you do keep going. I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. Let's try this whole thing again. Whiskey in the jar. As I was going over and oh, and 2 and a 1, 2, 3.
As I was going over
Awesome.
the Cork and Kerry mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol and I then produced my rapier, saying, "Stand and deliver, for I am a bold deceiver with the ring
Pause for a second. You're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great. Repeat after me. Whack fold. Dadio. That's what we did last time, right? Dadio. Did we do daddy? Wait, sorry, I teach high schoolers and you can't.
You can't say that.
Things get weird sometimes. You guys know all the time. I just try not to be the cause of that weirdness, and so you can, yeah, daddy. Whack fold the daddy-o is fine. Good, you're good. Pick up to 83. Did it get warm in here all of a sudden? With me, ring, dum-a-doo, dum-a-da. A little slower here so we can get some of this, this Celtic scat here. 1 and 2 and 1. With me, ring, dum-a-ding, dum-a-da, dum-a-da. Whack for the daddy-o. Whack for the daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar. Let's do that again a little faster, please. Yeah, whatever. Daddy-o. And then daddy-o. Sorry, where are you, Jenny?
On page, measure 83. Is it Dumadoo or Doomadoo, Doomadoo-da?
Ring, dum-a-doo, dum-a-da. We'll go dum. Ring, dum-a-doo, dum-a-da. Yep. A little faster, same spot. With me, ring, and a 1 and 2 and a 1. With me, ring, dum-a-doo, dum-a-da. Whack for the daddy-o. Whack for the daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money and it like 60 cents. I put it in my pocket and I brought it home to Jenny.
She sighed and she growled and she never would deceive me. But the devil take the word, for they never can be easy.
With me, ring, dum-a-ding, dum-a-dum. Whack for the daddy-o. Whack for the daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar. With me, ring, dum-a-ding, dum-a-dum. Whack for the daddy-o. Whack for the daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar. Check that one out. You'll get a second chance because we're going to go back to the top of this song, page 60, please. I like singing about beer. Whiskey is okay. Yes?
The part where it says like going and counting, if you.
Oh, drop those G's. Going, counting. Yeah, this is not the coronation mass. As I was going, oh, if you want to do a little bit of a brogue, go ahead. I'm not going to prescribe that. I'm not going to teach you that because you don't want to hear it. But throw it in. Have some fun. Here we are, page 60, right at your entrance. As I 1 and a 1, 2.
As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol and I then produced my rapier, saying, "Stand and deliver, for I am a bold deceiver. With me, ring, dum-a-ring, dum-a-dum. Whack for the daddy-o. Whack for the daddy-o.
Oro. Oroshi. Oro Shedavanya Vanya. Oro Shedavanya Vanya. Bahawaya. Anishar Haktum. Auri. We're doing this and grace again because somebody contacted Margaret and said, I absolutely adore Nerea the fiddler, and if you'll have her back, I'll pay for her fee. So we're going to do it again. So turn to page 2. Altos don't sing. Everybody else. Soprano, tenor, bass. Just sing them. Bum, 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 ba, da, ba, ba, ba. 1 and 2 on bum. Go. Good. Now tidy it up a little bit. 1, 2, and ready, go. Good memories. Altos. You don't sing in unison with us until the last part. So, add the alto part. 2, everybody, go. Okay. Repeat after me. Oro. Oro. Shedavaha. Shedavaha. Walya. Walya. Oro Shedavaha Walya. Oro Shedavaha Walya. Oro Shedavaha Walya. Oro Shedavaha Walya. Anish. Anish. Erhacht. Erhacht. Untauri. Untauri. Anish Erhacht Untauri. Anish Erhacht Untauri. Get the text. Go. Oro Shedavaha Walya. Oro Shedavaha Walya. Oro Shedavaha Walya. Anish Erhacht Untauri. Do this a number of times at different volume levels. First time is quiet, and there's solos and duets and stuff that go in between the songs. The last time, he just threw a little curve in. So go back to page 8. Back to page 8. Forward to page 8. So notice it's Anish Haktun Tauri. Anishun Haktun Ta. So there you go. So let's just do the last 2 pages. Ready, go! Oro Shedavaha Walya. Oro Shedavaha Walya. Oro Shedavaha Walya. Anish Erhacht Untauri. Anish Erhacht Untauri. Okay, memorize that. Mine as well. Okay? Now, soloists get to working on it. And it's phonetic Welsh. When he sent this to me the first time, Gaelic. When the first time he sent it to me, he had used the original. And I said, how are we supposed to do this? And he said, I'm sorry, he meant to put, so he put it.
Oh, that Daniel just.
Put in the phonetic form. We would have been absolutely killed if we did that. So, We don't need to spend any more time on that.
What does it say?
Huh?
What does it mean?
Oro, which is the lady's name, you are welcome home now that summer's coming. And there's a whole story. Welcome, lady who faced such troubles. Your capture brought us to ruin with our fine land usurped by thieves, and you sold to foreigners. And then the next one is Grace O'Malley comes over the sea with armed warriors as her guard, and they're Irishmen, not French or Spanish, and they will rout the foreigners. And then, may it please, dear God, that we see, even if we only live for a week, after Grace O'Malley and 1,000 warriors routing all the foreigners. He found it because Nerea told us she wanted to do this piece. We do this with Nerea.
Yeah, I know, but I don't understand what little story you're behind it.
I'll write about it.
Tom, we did it before. Why didn't you pay attention then?
Probably ill.
Mental illness does not count. Does not count. Wood, tenors, and basses, would you go next door, and you only need to take with you Loch Lomond and the Last Saskatchewan Pirate. What? Why? Well, what is it? Shh.
Peter, Paul, and Mary. I don't know whether you know this, but Peter Yarrow died.
Oh, by the way, totally unrelated. Tracy Newton, please stand up. She's a new member, and would one of you ladies please introduce her to us? Okay, after a break. We will go from sectionals to a break at 7:55. Maddie, we did formally introduce you to the group, didn't we? Yeah. Maddie did do her audition, like all fives, really good. So she's legal now. Okie doke.
Okay, sopranos and outro. We are going to start with Loch Lomond. Okay, quick show of hands. How many of you have sung a version of Loch Lomond at some point? Okay. How many of you have sung this version, the Jonathan Quick arrangement? This one, I don't know if it's just the circle that I was in, but in central Minnesota, I probably performed this thing at least once a year, if not twice a year, every year for a decade. And I needed some time away from it. but it's been about 10 years since I've done it. It's a really nice arrangement. It's fun. It's compartmentalized. It starts with the lower voices. It does say solo. Typically, it's been done as a tenor. If you're a soprano or an adventurous alto and you want to twist my arm, you can make your argument. But the actual treble part begins on page 3 at the pickup to letter B. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of sight reading here. It's a 2-part split for the sopranos, and then altos here all together. Okay? I'm going to do my best to play all these parts. There's a little bit of overlapping. Good luck. Happy sight reading. Under tempo. 'Twas there. We are on page 3. Until the pickup to letter B, then you are in. That's where the treble clefs come in, and it says SSA at the top. Here we go. 'Twas there. 1 and 2 and 3. 'Twas there that we parted in the shade, right, on the sea, seaside, the window. Straight to the end, please. Right to the end, please. Y'all, that's really good reading. Let's go back and try that again. Just soprano 1s and 2s, please. Was there? Right, we're going notes and rhythms here, so you can go a little more than mezzo piano, it's okay. We'll get all sentimental later. Let's get some notes and rhythms. 1 and 2 soprano parts. Right now, you're carrying through really well, but that's an easy spot to forget, next week or 2 weeks from now. So no breath right there. There's some recordings out there that really try and put in some thick accent there and talking about the Helans. I'm not gonna have you do that. I'm sorry, because I can do it on the word Helans, and then I don't know what else to do. So we're gonna sing it like good choral singers. Until I ask you.
Everybody knows what Highlands is. They don't know what you're doing.
Take your word for it. I studied abroad in London, never made it up to Scotland, an entire semester, but there's plenty to do in London. All right, let's add the altos back in. Let's see if we can keep going this time. Letter B, we'll go on. 'Twas there. 1 and 2, now mezzo piano. 'Twas there that we parted in the shade, on the sea, seaside, the window. And staccato. Oh, he'll take the high road and I'll take the low. And we're going to go tech. Okay? I know I just said we're not going to do heelings, but we are going to do TEK. Okay? Because this one happens all the time. TEK, staccato. Would you do that for me, please?
Yes.
Super. Tech. TEK.
Well,
Yes?
is it also moon coming, or do we do something different with that one?
Just drop the G.
Yeah, I dropped the G.
Okay.
Coming out.
Thank you.
Coming out. Just like whiskey in the jar.
Yeah.
And how much D do we put on common?
Very little. Very little. And right on the cutoff. Just a little placement there. The other thing is we're gonna snap those 16th notes a little bit more. This will eventually pick up in tempo, but we can start to feel that snap now. Oh, you'll take the high, ta-da, almost double dotting.
You
did
did
it
it
wrong.
tight.
The height. You s- It's not the he. Okay.
I feel like we're gonna do the Heelan Hills eventually.
The heel of heels. We're bordering on. We're pushing. I'm not trying to. Let's just sing and see what happens. But especially the tech and the snap in the rhythm. Please, 1 and 2 and T. Short tech. Split again. Despite the way the stems move, I would like this to be a soprano split, please. If you look, occasionally the stems imply a soprano split, occasionally it's an alto split, but we want to keep sopranos. Twos, does that make sense?
Yeah, keep us on our toes.
Yeah.
What's your perception of?
Well, yes.
And do we put staccato for and meet, or just the text?
Just the tech.
Just the text.
Just
Okay,
the
thank
tech.
you.
Margarita.
Is it lock or lock?
Let's get to that next week. Next week. Next week. Notes and rhythms. Notes and rhythms. It's not Loch Lomond. Okay? We left Stearns County, Minnesota back there. Here's your loos. Now this isn't a true oo that we choral singers have been practicing for forever. Altos, you're here. Second sopranos, first. On the move, please mezzo forte. 2 and ready and go. We don't have to clip it, doesn't need to be staccato, disappear, but the point is that soloists should ring out through the empty space that we give them. Let's try that one more time. Seconds, there's one weird spot.
Yeah.
You found it. I'm not going to play it. You're going to fix it. Here we go. Altos, seconds, first. Blue again, and then we'll go on. 1 and 2 and T and go. But the broken heart will can. Hey, second, spring, and go. let's check that again. Top of 5. Oh, you're crushing this. You're going to learn this in one go. It's not a hard song. Top of 5, please. Ooh to O. 1 and 2, all parts. There we go. Very nice. And then we start a little ostinato here with the basses and tenors. It layers in really well. The articulation is paired really well with your syllables as well. Die, dot, dot, and I don't mean die, dot, 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 I. But the point is to stop the sound, right? Stop the sound. Staccato. Can we start just the altos, please, at letter G? Because it starts the same and then it gets funky, and we're like, holy smokes, now we're sight reading. Here we go, altos, letter G. 1 and 2 and die, dot. Sorry, dot. Nut. Snap those 60. Cool, huh? Take a look at that audiate while the sopranos read this melody, which puts in all that stuff that you wanted to do earlier. Now they wrote it in. Throw it in. You take the high. It's written in. You can do it. 1 and 2 soprano. You take the high road and I'll take the low road and I'll be in solid. But we and the true love will never meet again on the bunny banks of the Roma. For you take repeat the high road and I'll take the low road and I'll be in solid but we and the true love will never meet again on the bunny banks of the Roma. So that way the big notes are where they're supposed to be. Those two little brace notes are just right before. You liking this? It's fun.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Was there a question? Yes.
Well, I'm just confused about measure 60 for this graph.
6-0.
Yeah.
I'll be in Scotland for. It's weird.
Oh, yeah.
Scotland, Scotland. It's just a one-step scoop. Scotland, the 4, 4. But 4 is on the first note, and then you go up. It feels kind of funky, but it's a 4 awesomeness. Yes.
The 4 is on the second 16.
A 4. A 4. If you slow it down, you can.
It's like another race though.
It is. It is. But it's not written that way. All right, so let's add the altos back in. Altos, would you lead us in from F, please? I had one conductor who would make us march while singing this, and he used the drums. You get very intense. I promise to not get that intense. Here we go, alto. 1 and 2 and da. First time and go. And big time eyes up. It says retard, it really is just a new tempo that is far slower. It's again.
Now, why does she do it?
Let's keep going. Let's finish it, y'all. You're so close. Kick up to the last page. 1 and 2 and 3. Sorry, I have some altos who are carrying through there. One is just. It's trash. Get rid of it. I mean, if you want, when you stop your sound, if you want to go to an M, you can. Just don't let it have pitch or sound.
And don't say
If you're like me, if you're like the music says.
You're not cuffs. Don't say move.
Moo, I get it. Moo, yeah, I get it. Okay, let's try that. Pick up one more time. Actually, can we stand? How are we doing on time? We're doing great. Stand, let's go from the letter G, first time to the end. This is a good time, y'all. And we're missing half the choir. Sopranos, I'm not going to play those grace notes. Just sing them, feel them in your heart. Letter G. Yes, letter G. First time. 1 and 2 and 3 and da.
Bye.
one's a little trickier, but it is maybe even cooler than Carol and the Birds. I mean, you get to sing 16-note triplets. It's amazing. Okay, from the beginning, we are in unison, and this comes back a bajillion times, so we're going to spend some time on the first 4 or 5 systems and really feeling solid here. I don't know why I played that lower note. Altos, you're up.
Is this tempo you learn, Austin?
Yes, ma'am. 1 and 2, still light and play. 4.
I am a songbird, I will sing anything. Give me a tune, I will sing you cold. Closer you come to the songbird weaving, stronger the thread of the music's hold. Feeling the breeze of breath, a soaring song to you, and hear me say, I am a songbird, I will sing anything. Follow the breeze and come my way, come my way.
Okay, so we do have a little bit of DBC at the end here. And there's going to be plenty more coming. Let's do it again. A touch faster, please. Go 1 and 2, keep it light, and go.
I am a songbird, I will sing anything. Give me a tune, I will sing you cold. Closer you come to the songbird weaving, stronger the thread of the music's hold. Feeling the breeze of breath, a soaring song to you, and hear me say, I am a songbird, I will sing anything. Follow the breeze and come my way, come my way.
So first, you're not going to sing that little tag of Come My Way. You get to breathe. Sorry, seconds, you don't get to breathe. And then come right back in on the top of 3. Let's keep going. Top of 3, please. Good luck, altos. 1 and 2, sopranos first.
One little bird on a branch sits standing, and the wings to the passers by.
Altos join.
2 little birds in flight are heading, webs of golden and endless sky.
3 parts.
3 little birds with brushes painting, moonlit skies in the light of day. 4 little birds with voices leading, pray to the winds singing, come my way.
Pause. The biggest thing to note is when is it F natural and when is it F sharp, because it's going to go back and forth between the two through the entire song. So be aware. Hey, y'all, this is phenomenal reading. You're doing really, really well. I love it. We're not going to move on. Let's do this again, please. Top of 3. A little faster, but the same thing. We're no longer sight reading now, we're practicing. 1 and 2, sopranos, ready.
One little bird on a branch sits standing, and the wings to the passers by.
Join.
2 little birds in flight are heading, webs of golden and endless sky. 3 little birds with brushes painting, moonlit skies in the light of day. 4 little birds with voices leading, pray to the winds singing, come my way.
Those last 2 bars are all major, seconds and firsts. F sharp each time. Soprano, circle that day in measure 28, end of the 3rd system. I've been listening to this for a while now, and I want to stay on the D there, but it needs to go up to the E. Moonlit skies in the light of day. It does need to go up there, unlike the previous line. Can we have ones and twos that measure 25? Altos, feel free to audiate. The word of the day. This is something you've been doing your whole life, right? Now we're just putting a word to it. Okay. Seconds. First. 25. Ready, and. That's it. You'll find it. It's right there. Okay, let's go back to the beginning and let's pick it up. That's tempo, by the way. Okay, let's get these first two pages real nice. 1 and 2, mezzo forte, everyone.
I am a songbird, I will sing anything. Give me a tune, I will sing you bold. Closer you come to the songbird weaving, stronger the thread of the music's cord. Feeling the breeze of breath, a soaring song to you, and hear me say, I am a songbird, I will sing anything. Follow the breeze and come my way, come my way. One little bird on a branch is standing, and the wings to the passers-by. Two little birds in flight are threading webs of gold in an endless sky. Three little birds with brushes painting moonlit skies in the light of day. Four little birds with voices gleaming, great to the winds and come my way.
We stand and do this again, and I want you to, you gotta move a little bit. We're not marching to the drums of an impending war or a lost love or whatever. We are floating on the top trees, top branches. I am a songbird, mezzo forte, with the crescendo at the bottom of the page, then mezzo piano, not many dynamics here, so let's follow what's written. 1 and 2, and ready, and.
I am a songbird, I will sing anything. Give me a tune, I will sing you bold. Closer you come to the songbird weaving, stronger the thread of the music's
All
hold.
in text.
Feeling the breeze of breath, a soaring song to you, and hear me say, I am a songbird, I will sing anything. Follow the breeze and come my way, come my way. One little bird on a branch is standing, and the wings to the passers-by. Two little birds in flight are threading webs of gold in an endless sky. Three little birds with brushes painting moonlit skies in the light of day. Four little birds with voices gleaming, great to the wind singing, come my way.
Seconds, you might have the best heart.
You do.
I love it. We have 90 seconds before the break. I don't want to move on. Can we sing it one more time?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, question. 29, thank you. Four little birds with voices gleaming, breathe to the wind, singing "Come My Way." Yeah. Yep. Here we go. The only thing is, I felt like that first F sharp in 15 is catching 36% of us by surprise. Follow the breeze. The first time you have that, you're like, whoa, there it is. Yep. And 2, and move, ready, and.
I am a songbird, I will sing anything. Give me a tune, I will sing
Some of you are
you
moving.
bold. Closer you come to the songbird weaving, stronger the thread of the music's hold. Feeling the breeze of breath, a soaring song to you, and hear me say, I am a songbird, I will sing anything. Follow the breeze and come my way, come my way. One
Grab this one immediately. All right, let's take, what are we doing here? 10 minutes.
He's awesome.
He is. He's just a lovely, lovely man. Our retreat is on Saturday, February the 1st. For you newer folks, if you've never been to retreat, we have food here starting at 8:30. And then we will rehearse. And then we will sing till 1 at the absolute latest. And it's a bit later in our cycle than usual. Normally we try to get it after our 3rd Tuesday. This is after our 4th Tuesday. I don't know why that was necessary, but it is. And then the following Saturday is our showcase concert. And
you'll get an email from me tonight about that. Sorry about that. We actually just finished our last auditions. We've had to reschedule with the snow day and all of that. You're in. Okay? You're in, but you will be hearing from me with more details.
For our new folks, we are going to do this at Colorado Music Academy, which is what
Institute.
Aurora Music Institute. Sorry.
Colorado Music Institute.
Colorado Music Institute, and it's give me some cross streets. It's over south of Arapahoe, in that business park. Beautiful facility that the Cottinghams have. They opened that to us. We will be able to have alcoholic beverages, I believe. Am I correct? Am I right? What?
Not sure yet.
Not sure yet. We're trying to have alcoholic beverages. There. And when I play piano, you'll wish you had a drink in your hand. So, what else do we need to for the good of the cause?
Returning members.
Oh yes, Kristen's back. Cindy, can you stand up?
Thank you so much for all your cards and messages. It really was neat. I really, really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
How about the drugs?
Quite the health challenge. Now, who else? Oh, Lois is back. Who else is back after a longer hiatus? Oh yeah, Andrew's back. Well, he just missed one concert. That hardly counts. And Colleen, you're feeling better? Good. Let's look at Grace, which is the other piece that we will do with the narrator. For those of you who never saw her perform, you're in for a treat. She's just amazing.
Brian, just really quick, the third concert will be.
There is no third concert.
Thank you.
There is no third concert. We made that announcement. We sent out emails about it. There is no Sunday concert. There was a conflict. The venue scheduled something, although they had already confirmed with us, they scheduled something. And they wouldn't change it. And for us to do a Sunday concert was either going to be logistically weird or very expensive or both. So we just decided, hey, so we send a few people away at the doors, We can fill 2 of them, then let's think about a third one. And we have actually sold the Celtic concerts out in the past before COVID, so it's time to do that again. Of course, it's also time to sell out all our other concerts. Okay. So you can see it starts with a solo. This tells a very, very sad story about one of the main figures in the Irish uprising and his wife, Grace Gifford, who he married just before he was executed. You'll get a gist of this. Yuri, since you did the solo last time, do you mind gracing it with us? Didn't he?
You did, but you gracing us with it. You made a pun. That's great.
I didn't do anything on purpose. I'm not that smart. I tried to find a really good dad joke to share with you, but I couldn't find one, so you all get to say hooray! Why don't we start right on your bar there? Now, this is not saying Yuri's got the solo, unless he wants to try out again, but the solo is open to anyone who would like to try for it. So right at the downbeat of measure 5. Did you do it?
Yeah.
Get over there with it. Get over there. Get over there. I love that little octave for us. Just love that. Did we who what? Yeah, there are a few places where we've changed rhythm. I think more. Right where you come in, gents. 1, 2, 3.
Now I know it's hard for you, my love, to ever understand the love I bear for these great men, my love for this dear man. Not when Padre called me to his side, down in the GPO.
As we changed.
I had to leave my own sick bed. To him I had to go.
Good. For those of you who might be interested in trying out for the solo, by the way, this counts as your audition. We changed the rhythm in 50
Oh yeah, that's right.
in the GPO.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's in the tutorial. You'll see it. Those of you want to take a look at it. All right, so bar 55, please. Soprano alto. Now, at this point, at letter E, Nerea does approximately 16 bar fill break.
Oh, that's right.
So you will tacit at letter E, and then you repeat back, and then you'll sing it. So it's 16 bars, and then we come back. So that repeat, we said 16 bars. I think it ends up being just a little more. We will repeat back, top of page 12, at after the second bar. So if you're writing in a repeat sign, it is after the second bar of page 4. Those first 2 bars, and then it goes
Sing it the
back.
first time, you just wait.
Okay, soloists, this is E the second time.
Okay. We'll figure it out. Okay.
E the second time.
Yep.
Now as the dawn is breaking too, my heart is breaking too. On this May morn, as I walk out, my thoughts will be of you. And I'll write some words upon the walls, so everyone will know I love so much that I could see is drawn upon the walls. 1, 2, 3. First sopranos, you do not have to sing first soprano. It just needs to be a few voices up there, and preferably none of the broth. It's frosting on the cake. We will still be able to taste the cake. Basses and tenors, I want to congratulate you on your sight reading. It was absolutely flawless. Yes, already memorized. Did you know that? And it's the important, no, it's the important melody. If I don't have enough, if I don't have enough second alto, we can do that. But you double, and it's doubled for a reason. Well, if you don't like that F, you can avoid it. Okay, let's look at the parting glass, which we did many years ago, 2016. No, we will not have Gadba and Leachman with us, but Debbie's going to learn how to play the harp for this. She's playing the horizontal harp. Okay, so take a look with me. It starts out, the first verse is a soloist. And this solo could be male or female. Okay? And then at the bottom of page 2, we repeat back, and now we have a trio with a soprano, an alto, and whoever the soloist is. Got me? Mm-hmm. We don't have choir until letter A on page 3. So let's just go ahead and see how you do on all those parts. Letter A. Nice and slow. 2, 3. And it's the trio. So let's just work that out. Make sure we've got it all. Can I hear the now the top line, of course, is a solo. Okay, is a soloist. And then we have so starting down with the second staff, that's where the sopranos are. Now, in the tutorial, see, we need to have an equal number of voices on the soprano and alto parts. Okay? So, we might not need all, I don't think we need all of the second sopranos on soprano, but I just need a nice even balance.
You can have all the odd numbers drop out, then you'd be
Too early to retire. Here we go. Pick up time. Sopranos and altos. Sopranos and altos. 2, 3. Singing the soprano line. Okay, I don't need all of you. Who's singing the lowest alto part? I need more. Okay. So seconds for now, sing alto 1. Here we go. 2, 3. It's good. I think I might want more second alto, but let's live with that for now. Tenors and basses. 2, 3. Drop the dot and put it underneath the rest. You'll see it in the tutorial. 2, 3. Good, let's try that with the accompaniment. 2, 3. Tenor bass part. 2 and 3 and 4. Lift. Everybody. have page 7, pick up to E, tenor and bass. And off on beat 3. Be sure you look at the tutorial because I've rewritten the rhythm. You're dropping dots and putting in quarter rests and stuff. And then at this point, when you're holding that last note, the pipe, the drums start playing, and the horns wake up, or the pipes wake up, and then they get a solo at F. And I like what it says at letter G. Soprano. It says, C note. High flare warning. The pipes will be playing quite sharp of standard. Okay, could I hear soprano, alto, tenor pick up to E? Soprano, alto, pick up to E. A7. Same thing that the tenors and basses just did. 2, 3. Best. Good. Let's go back to letter D on page 6.
Brian, quick question. You want, letter C, pick the last measure. You want the sopranos to sing alto again for that. So those two numbers. Especially going into D.
It wasn't as much of a problem right there, but it could happen. Pick up to D. Pick up to D. The altos have a pick up to D. Isn't this amazing? How many pieces are accompanying alto section solos? How often does that happen? You asked for it, didn't you? Yeah, you asked. Yeah. 2 and 3 and 4. Start with the note before that. What air B type? The pickup to the 2/4 bar. And nice and slow. 3. Start right there. What air B top? B false. 2, 3. got it. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then it's the trio that ends it. I'm toying with not putting Amazing Grace in the program. No, in the printed program. And then we do it as an encore. I'm toying with that. Either way, if Amazing Grace is printed, I don't know what you're going to do for an encore.
Except do the whole damn thing again.
Our Amazing Grace will be in the round. And I've asked the high schoolers to join us. I hope they will. If you think the last few pages of Parting Glass are loud, wait till you hear this. And I don't want to hire an organist, so anybody who's wanting to play organ on this, come talk to me. So let's look at Shul Arun. Will, before you go, I got just a couple questions in one moment. Look at the inside cover. Shul, the piece I announced. Look at the inside cover, and there's a pronunciation guide, and in some ways I find it a bit unhelpful. For instance, and you'll see in your tutorial, I've given you some ideas. Like it says on the word king. He says as if saying a long e and lips forming an u. Well, that's an umlaut. E, king. I don't necessarily agree with the pronunciation on the recording. The one I really don't agree with is that's okay. The one that didn't make a lot of sense to me, like in Doris, between a long O and a short and a short U. I'm just going to say let's pronounce it like the first syllable of the word Doris. Or for young people, Finding Dory. And then in Eli, the first E is between a long E and a short A. I'm going to call it an A umlaut. A. So it's A on the inside and E out here. A. Then long, I would call it the O in oven. Long. Oven. Long. And then they said J-E-H, the starting consonant is between a J and a hard C-H. I would call it a breathy C-H. But just those some things to pay attention to. But musically, it's very simple. In the tutorial, I have circled every place we have this Scottish snap. It's a Scotch snap, even though it's an Irish tune. And if you look at bar 7, you'll see it for the first time. Shul go ta-da! And every time in the tutorial, I have a box around it and some eyeglasses. And you would do well to do that in your music, or it'll get you. Here we go from the top. Try it. Low tempo. Okay, now when we're doing the Gaelic, for now, just sing it on a neutral syllable so that you can get your pitches. The pitches and rhythms aren't hard. Don't fuss over the text unless it's English. And even then, if it gets in your way, just sing it. So let's take it again right at top of page 4. Pretty darn good reading, my friends. It's a very simple piece. It's a lovely piece. It's not dumb simple. It's just lovely simple. Okay? 2, 3, 4. Off. Good. Tenors and basses. Bar 28. Page 6. 2, 3, 4. Quickly through those. Good. And the sopranos and altos there. Excel. Pick up. 2, 3. Bass move quick. What you're saying there, and safe forever, my darling bee. He's going off to war, and she'll sell her spinning wheel and everything to buy him, armor. Do parts of this sound familiar? There's any number of American folks out there. Johnny's Gone for a Soldier. Yeah. All right. Bottom of 7. And up. Take the text out and get the rhythm right. And altos, be very aggressive on the 4th bar of the 38. Sopranos, be aggressive on bar 2. 2 of the next one. No text, but get the rhythm. Ready, go. Alto. Soprano. Now. wish in vain. I wish I had my heart again. There any number of ways to look at that. But that is so good. I wish my heart again. Like, you know, he's gone away. My heart is out there fighting. Or there are any number of ways. But I think that is just such a lovely turn of phrase. I wish I had my heart again. Yeah.
We're saying in vain. Did you say again?
No, that's too precious. Okay, rehearsal 6. Yeah. Nice rhythm, sopranos. I wish I had my heart again, and made me think I'm not rhythm. Baba. Rhythm. 1, 2, off. And 1. 1, 2, crescendo, and up, and alto, soprano, rhythm. Okay, I just had my Christmas miracle for 2025. The Sopranos came in the next to the last bar, and nobody came in with them. I expect it to be that way every time. Let's look at Thistle and Rose. Isn't that a lovely piece? Yes. Oh yeah, yeah. Margaret is saying it's an Irish song, so therefore he obviously dies at the end. I had a colleague, Dan was an Irishman, an American Irishman, but he loved all things Irish, and every break, he went to Ireland. Regular Ireland and Northern Ireland. And he said it was interesting, and especially when he was there as a young man, when the sectarian violence was really, really bad. He said Northern Ireland was just the most god-awful place you'd ever want to be. And the music in the pubs was so happy. Oh, they just sounded so happy in the pubs. And then in Ireland, which was in really good shape and doing well, and the tiger was going, and the music was so sad. Okay, here we go. There's a solo at the beginning. Notice it's 3 parts, so tenors and basses, you're part 3.
Yes, thank you.
Anybody wants to sing the solo to begin with? Go for it. 1 and 2. thistle is the Scottish flower, and the rose is the English flower. Which house is Lancaster's? Or Windsor? Who's got the rose? But anyway, and here they're side by side. This was obviously before Brexit or Scottish or what when this before the Scots voted to get out. They didn't make it, did they? They wanted to. Some of them wanted to. There was a hand up.
Just to confirm, the Sopranos are the first bar at the Tacit 9. At Solo Tacit, that's when
Yeah. That's the solo tacit's at the word fair, and then it's parts. All Sopranos, all. Good. Let's go on with. Here again, it's a 3-part piece, but it's not done. It's just nice. It's a beautiful piece. Okay, at the presto, but let's not be too presto. Top of page 6, second bar. Done. Bonnie the banks and Bonnie the brave. Banks and Bonnie the brave. 1, 2, here we go.
Bonnie the banks and Bonnie the brave. Sparkle the view. Sparkle the sun above the moon.
Okay, let's back up. Back up. If you're thinking of this, you've got to think of it it's still in 2, okay? So, Bonnie the Banks and Bonnie the Braes. The trick is that 16th note on and. Thank you. Would you all just say the words in that rhythm? Say the words in that rhythm. You play that melody in that rhythm. At word 31, just say the words. We're about to see. 1, 2, ready, and.
Bonnie the banks and Bonnie the braes. Sparkle on the view. Sparkle the sun and walk on. Walk the right and true. Bonnie the banks and Bonnie the braes. Sparkle the sun and walk on. Walk the right and true. Bonnie the banks and Bonnie the braes. Sparkle the view. Sparkle the sun and walk on.
Okay, bases, page 7, bottom, second last bar. Bases and tenors, part 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wild and rugged and true. Wild and rugged and true. It's the accent is a little bit on the wrong syllable. Okay, altos. Would you join us at the bottom of 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, and sometimes you knew what to do, you knew how to tempo. Okay, now, this is, right now I'm beating 6, right? But eventually we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bonnie the Banks and Bonnie the Rays. Da 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 da. That's where we're going. Give it a try. Starting at the top of page 6. Just jump in, give it a shot. Good, let's go back, let's go back. Good. You're doing great. Let's go back to the bottom of 10, just with parts. Just make sure we're good. We're pretty darn good, but let's just double check things. Parts only, please. Pick up to the second bar, bottom of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That section is slower than the other tempo. The tempo Now we're back to the fast step. Bottom of 12. 1 and 2 and 3.
What are those?
I think we jumped. Let's take the introduction again. This interlude 64, please. Good. Amazing Grace. Could we start now? These are paginated differently. If you have the book, I believe your first page of music is 1.
Yes.
Does anybody have the single octavo? So you're all in the book. Okay, good, fine. Could we start on page 2, the second system? Okay.
Second system.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound
No breath.
that saved a wretch like me. I once was
No breath.
lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see.
Now, sopranos and altos. Notice you're marked mezzo forte. Tenors and basses are marked forte. A mas predominant. Okay? Here we go. Here's the beat. 1, 2. Long thing. Forever. And here's the top of page 5. Da-da. And. That's where the drums come in. That's where the drums come in. Yes, tenors. That is true. And the altos are supporting you. So the most important thing there, of course, is alto. And now we are on page 7. Page 7. 1, 2. You're gonna love that. And do save a little something for it. And you're probably gonna be glad after Saturday that you're not gonna sing it again on Sunday. But I mean, when the drums are going and all those pipes and the organ, it is just, oh my goodness. Yes, and we will do it in the round.